The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only...
I'm not arguing.
He's had it taken off him.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Ups for safety. Baresi. Roberto Carlos. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
And it's Nedved. He's going to be disappointed with that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's through, it's one-on-one! Baresi, pressing high and with purpose. Nicely weighted ball. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Vieira. Played back. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And here's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Messi. That has not gone well.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Looking to go, climbs up big! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's looking unstoppable. He's got tall. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Vieira gets a foot in here. It's a good run down the right. Not the most accurate pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now he's off and running. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Cruyff. So what can they make of this? Pepe cannot be beaten that easily. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Aimed beyond the defence. That's an imaginative pass. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! That was a given. It always was.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
After 33 minutes is number 20.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Great ball, and he's in here. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto Carlos, played in with purpose.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. Lyon certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Maicon. Messi has a look inside the box. Messi. In by Messi. Stood up well to him there. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar. Looking to play him in. Messi. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Bullet. This is Ibrahimovic. He's through now. It's a shooting chance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. Neymar with the short one. Takes aim and crosses. Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cruyff getting this one clear. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pirlo taking charge of the dead ball. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Lahm. Now, can they get him away? And it's played in. De Gea claims it without any fuss. Roberto Carlos. Baresi. Messi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. To Pepe. Spread out to the left. Ibrahimovic wins the duel this time. Looking for the run. Always onto this. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lyon still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Tries to play it through. Will play through for the wide man. He is through here. It's a mighty effort. And it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He came in hard, very hard. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Messi, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He's got away. Looking for a runner. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. Delivers with whip. Neymar! In for the pieces!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And it's Lahm. Yamal in towards the back. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Lyon get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. It's a pretty loose pass.
Lyon may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Vieira. He's looking wide. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Baresi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos. Baresi. Can he get it through? And he's in on, and he shoots! He scored!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14.
So time for change.
Neymar.
And this one has been on the
Number
cards for a
10.
little while.
Messi.
Arsenal
Coming on the
2 up
field.
and into a position of real
11.
strength. Up he goes! He has done it! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter.
And the keeper's given it away. And it's slung out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. This looks promising. And now they can clear their lines.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, smashing header! It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Terrific header! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Lyon complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that has left him in a heap.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Arsenal have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And straight into the wall. 5 minutes to add. Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Roberto Carlos. And it's Lam. Lahm delivers. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
The Nielsen.
And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Bullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling nail-bite. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in plenty of space here. He's got tall. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Araujo. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldinho. He is through here. Crossed into the middle. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Climbs up big. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. In by Ibrahimovic. And that's been well dealt with. It's a good ball out wide. Back in once more. Araujo with the slide tackle there. And he's intervened well there. Out to the left it goes. Bale. And this is Yaya Toure. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lyon replying all the early... That's a foul. No two ways about it. No, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Rudiger. Pass somewhat off target. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Bale. Oh, nice touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's on it, can he get away? Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bullet, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And it's Bale. Ronaldinho. That has been cut short. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard. Ibrahimovic. That's very neat. He's played it back. Ambitious ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham.
Lyon couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Real chance here. There's the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's well positioned here. That's a decent clearance. Taken back almost at once. Bale. Bale stood his ground strongly. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Big chance, corner. Lyon have their second corner now. Big header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bale.
Pretty robust defending.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And the pass is intercepted.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
It's a good spell of possession, this. He's chosen to go back.
Just
Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Lyon may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Changement pour l'Olympique lyonnais. Le numéro 17, le numéro 23, Ibrahimovic, le numéro 42, Yaya Touré, le numéro 21, Ronaldinho, le numéro 4, Bale, à leur place, le numéro 11,
And
le
we're off
numéro
again.
15, le numéro 13,
Lyon have been the team that have had the lion's share of
Le
possession
numéro 10.
and chances.
Le
Okay,
numéro
they haven't
16.
got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. In with the challenge. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well read, nice interception. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Yamal. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And it's Lam. Now it's Roberto Carlos. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. lovely feet. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, that's neat. He's under a lot of pressure there. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pull it. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Very nicely done. Played back. And he's in on goal. Out towards the flank. Ball swung. Up he goes! He scores! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Lyon have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Attention, changement.
That's good play. Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Lyon surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He gets big.
Well, as responses go to falling behind, this is quite encouraging. They look quite dangerous here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Rijkaard. Bale. Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Pirlo. And this is Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass isn't the best. Lyon close now to seeing this one through to the end. Pull it.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Bayer Leverkusen looking to pass their way through. And he's got the beating of his man. Now that is a hefty challenge. And there goes the final whistle. Lyon have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically,